送你在旁看。I'm back, baby. Consider your thirst clenched. Hey, man. Long time no see, sir. My BB boy is back.
I've returned.
On the PCast.
Back from the land of the goddamn host.
Italia.
Sicily.
Sicily. Italia.
Mamma mia. Mamma mia was said 4 times in the whole trip.
Nice.
By an Italian. Not by me.
Ooh.
I know. It was
Genuine Mamma Mia's.
Yeah, me Momo would say it in between things. You go, Mamma mia. And I'd be like, yes. This is what I came here for.
He fucking gets it.
He understands. And he meant it as well. It wasn't a fake Mamma mia. He meant it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Documented Bits with myself, Mr. Josh, and with my co-host with the mostest, co-host, Jack Old. There he is, easy boy. Hey, I told you, Jack, not to touch the cow in that place. Alright, I don't know. What's going on here?
We did indeed. We'll get a soundboard.
My name's Josh, and I think when I came back from with being away in Italy, it made me realise how much I missed my friends, my family, just everyone I loved. They were just cut the shit. No! Get away! Get away from me! Get away! Right. Okay. Stop, please. Was that me at the end?
No.
Was that me at the start? Alright, anyway. What have you been up for? What have you been up for? What have you been up for 2 weeks? What have you been doing?
Nothing.
Right, thanks for listening, guys. Take it easy. I'm back anyway, so. Yeah. I got a lot of things I want to say.
So yeah.
So, I mean, you can just go ahead and say something.
Well, see, one of these was sort of half dependent on you listening to the most recent episode.
Didn't do.
Which you haven't.
Didn't do.
But it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So, if I said to you, because this was discussed on the last episode with primarily Sam, Joel chimed in a wee bit with a few oohs and
And a couple of farts and a couple of burps from what I heard.
Burps.
From my review, from the review
Yeah.
I got back.
yeah. I'm going to throw a name out there, and I want you to tell me if you have any interactions with said person.
Okay, is this person from Carryduff?
Yes.
And is this person considered to be crazy? Okay, so
She would also be considered a Catherine.
so I spoke to Sam last night, and all he said to me, because he's like, "Did you watch the episodes?" I was like, "No, I haven't watched them." I wasn't gonna lie and be like, "Yeah, I haven't got around to it yet." But he was like, "Oh, all we talked about was Crazy Catherine from Carryduff." That was all he said. I don't know who that is.
We didn't just talk about Crazy Catherine. We talked about her
No,
for
but
about 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, but it was just who's Crazy Catherine?
I thought you would have known.
Is this the central lady? No, it's not the central lady. Just skip over that. Who is it? Who's Crazy Catherine? I don't live here. Why should I know?
But did you not used to frequent Cardiff quite a bit?
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Maybe I know her face.
you can know her voice sooner than you know her face. Because you can hear it on a quiet night. I'll be sitting in my room and I can hear her down at Spar, a good old
Shut up.
15-minute walk, screaming at the top of her lungs, singing shit like Top Cat theme song, and other random old songs, and she yells at people.
At people? Alright. How old is she? Older?
I'm guessing in about her 60s.
Okay. No, I haven't encountered this woman before.
I just want to throw out there as well that we found out that she's not dead. She's still alive.
Oh, did she go quiet for a while?
Yeah,
Maybe she was
because
on
I
holiday.
said in the last podcast, I said to Sam, I haven't seen her in like a year.
Oh,
And Sam was
right.
like, fuck, I haven't seen her in like a year either. So we
you
were
heard
like,
from her?
oh no, she's fucking dead, gone.
She's fine though.
But Pierce said that he saw her the other day.
Good. Catherine, if you're listening,
So that's
why are you here? Okay, I'm glad she's alive. I don't know who she is, but yeah. Good morning.
Morning, chicken. Dear says
Hello. Damn, Liverpool days.
Mm-hmm.
I also heard through the grapevine that me in Liverpool was brought up.
Yep.
I heard that from Mel. Basically, she was like, "I've seen a video of you being sick." I was like, "What?" She's like, "It's on the podcast." I was like, "What?"
The video.
She's like, "It's on the pod." Like they edited it in. I was like, "Shut up!" Like, no, they did. He's like, "Fuck's sake." Oh, well.
No, what you need to know is I was pressured into doing this.
Why was it brought up? Oh, we were just talking about like
I can't actually remember how I came into conversation.
maybe you were just talking about Liverpool.
Possibly.
I just realised it's still on.
Oh yes.
We should watch
We'll
TV
be
in the
right
background.
back. Just enjoy this calm piano music while I go turn off that noise.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be back, and I hope you missed me as much as I missed you. I just want to say I'm thankful for being back, and I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Thank you, and good night. Good night. Dude, can I ask you a question?
This would be the perfect time to ask me a question.
Cool. Cut the music. So, you drink beer.
I frequent beer, yes.
Have you ever heard of a beer called Messina?
Never, not in my whole time.
It's not good. It's not good one bit. It's not good one bit. It's basically all the Italians drink. And I'm not shitting you.
Class.
So, I'm going to get a little bit ranty here.
Oh,
I
go for it.
I just want you to listen.
That's okay.
Any Italians
I'll just
listening?
eat my sandwich.
You're doing it all wrong. You're doing bars wrong. You're doing drinking wrong. You're just doing it all wrong. It's just not good. So they got bars. They're called bars. I like a bar. I like to drink. They got bars. No,
Oh,
they
you're
don't.
talking to me now?
Yeah.
I thought you were still talking
No,
to the
they
Italians.
got bars. No, this is like to them. Listen.
Oh, okay.
Listen up. They
Okay.
got bars, but hey, it's not a normal bar. We don't got normal bars in Italy. No! We got ice cream.
Ooh.
We got beer.
Oh.
But it ain't pints. It's only bottles. And it's only Messina or Heineken or Beck's. And that is literally more or less it.
Class.
Not one time did I see anything on draft. I never seen any draft beer. Every single bar we went to had the same layout. It had buns, it had ice cream, and it had bottles of beer and coffee. And
No, it's not a bar.
That's not a bar. No, it's not a bar. And I got so upset. Italians. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. I actually nearly had a breakdown one weekend. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Because I was like, every time I fell for the bait, I would see it in the distance in any city we were in. It would be like bar lit up. I'd be like, yes. And every time without fail, it was a cafe with a shitty mini fridge with bottles and and you're like, and they also got a thing called siesta. You know what siesta is?
That's whenever you go to sleep
That's
during
when
the
they
day.
go to sleep during the goddamn day.
Day is when you're supposed to be
awake. 1 to 4, everywhere shuts. That ain't good for me, man. I got things to do. I want to walk around, explore. It's a ghost town. This town is feeling like a ghost town. It wasn't good. I hated it. It wasn't great. It was shite. The bars, it wasn't great. But it is what it is. My rant's over. It just was upsetting. Italy. I speak to you now.
So I don't need to be here for this bit.
Just give me a pub. Just give me a goddamn pub. Sorry. I gotta get emotional.
So I'm going to tell you a story about how I almost killed my cousin.
Okay.
So you know the Robinson Centre.
Heard of it.
Yeah. And it's now deed.
Well, it's being rebuilt. It's actually nearly done. I pass it.
Ah, you bitch motherfucker.
What is this?
Cunt fucking... Ah!
What was that? What's going on?
Oh, fuck off. No. Fucking telemarketers. Fucking messing up my fucking...
Oh, I hate those effects.
No!
I hate that so much. So tell me about how you almost killed your cousin.
Well, so basically we were... So can you,
Sorry, we'll wait.
Can you keep it down, please? We're trying to have a conversation. No.
Listen, Kai, I don't want to hear a goddamn word. You shut up. You shut up.
Hey. Thank you. So basically, we were young boy and girl.
Mm-hmm.
We were at the Robinson Centre. My cousin cannot swim.
Mm-hmm. I'm with your cousin there. High five to your cousin. I cannot swim.
Oh, she doesn't listen to this.
Well, if you find it, I cannot swim. And to anyone who can't swim. Are you sure? Oh no.
So yeah, I was a decent swimmer. I can swim. I can keep myself alive in the waters. And I pressured her to jump off the diving board.
Damn.
She really didn't want to do it. And I was like, don't be a pussy. You're going to fucking jump off that... Well, you're going to frickin' jump off that diving board because I'm too young to say the word fucking. And you're going to jump in. You're going to swim. It's going to be nice. So I jumped in first. I was like, come on. Let's go.
The water's great in here. It's so warm. It's fresh. It's great.
She went up to the edge of the board. She stood there for about 5 minutes. All the people behind her were very pissed off because she wanted to just get down. I was like, nah, you're jumping. Come on. And she eventually jumped. And she did not swim.
She didn't get back up.
No. She went down.
God, I should probably help her. I mean, she's probably fine.
She's being very inconsiderate, not coming up and joining me again at the top of the water.
She's checking the time. I mean, it's been a good 30 seconds. I mean, she should come back up. run some errands, or reflecting back on what just happened.
Didn't mean to spray, to be honest. Didn't mean to spray.
Okay, anyway.
And she didn't come back up. And I looked down into the water and I see her thrashing about and shit, trying to swim. I was like, that's not how you do it. You need to learn how to up. And then the guy came with the big fucking saver stick thingy.
That's what they do. You just throw something in the water and they grab it. I thought people usually jumped in. They just go.
No, they put a fucking,
like a hook.
Yeah, put a fucking stick in. She grabbed on the stick, pulled her up, and then they went away. I felt really bad, so I got out of the diving pool. Went in, not really like shallow pool.
Yeah.
So I went in there and just sort of like lay down and slowly let myself go under the water. And that's the story of how we got kicked out of the Robinson Centre.
You got kicked out?
Yeah.
Oh.
For endangering life.
Well, the joke's on them, because it turns out they were endangering life the whole time, because they had things that were, I don't even know what they had. They had bad things that could kill you, so the joke's on them. So Robinson Centre,
maybe you should be kicked out of the Robinson Centre for almost killing me.
Yeah. Please. So, I
Splash in the nose.
I thought I was going to die coming home.
Oh.
I'm talking about near-death experiences. I mean, I was convinced that was it for me. So I already had a bad feeling before I got on the plane. I don't know, my spidey senses were tingling, and I was like, I feel like this is going to be a shit show, but I was like, it'll be fine, I'm just being paranoid. Like, I'm normally a fine flyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an FF. And the flight was at 11:30 at night. It was also postponed, so it was a bit later. And we got on, and it was fine. It was grand. It was nice. We were moving, and about 45 minutes later, I'm sitting there looking out the window, and I just see a thunderstrike, like a bolt.
A thunderstrike?
You
mean a lightning strike?
Thunderstrike. Thunderstrike was my favorite AC/DC song. So I see a lightning bolt out the window, like really close by, and I was like, well, that's a bit spooky. But it was Connor pointed it out first. Connor was like, that's really cool. That looks really cool. And then it struck again, and we were like, okay, still cool, but getting a little brighter and getting a little closer. And then all of a sudden, massive turbulence.
Oh.
And like, I mean, massive turbulence. And I was just sitting there like, oh, it's sweet, it's grand. It was just rocking more and more and more and more. And then again, more lightning, must have gone off about 15 times.
Yeah.
Just constantly striking and striking and striking. And then it was okay. But it was a solid 35 minutes of really bad turbulence, lightning, and here comes the next fucking WWE wrestler. What's this fucking walking music? Get that shit off. But
that's 1 hour, 2 minutes and 7 seconds of dramatic music.
So
it's too warm.
It was spooky. It is warm. Why don't you take your hoodie off? Why don't you take your clothes off, Jack? Why don't you get naked? Why don't you just get naked? Hot tuna. Hot tuna. That's it, man. But yeah, it was a spooky flight. It was an okay flight. It was a spooky flight. I did think I was going to die. Connor also thought he was going to die.
Nice.
We both sat there and we were like, this is really, really bad. Like, I've never been on such bad turbulence. Like, and then with the lightning, I was like, oh, this is how Lost started. It was like, we're going to be lost. But it was spooky. There's also, we didn't go to the beach much for being in Italy. We didn't really go to the beach.
Was it warm?
It was, oh god, yeah, it was like 35 degrees.
30, that's a bit too
35 degrees.
That's not a nice one.
I mean,
that's hot.
I got used to it and I didn't get burnt. Ginger didn't get burnt in this heat.
You also didn't tan.
Oh, well, have you ever seen a tan ginger? Audience. You ever see a tan ginger? Have you? You? Paul? You ever see a tan ginger, Paul?
Where did the mice go? Oh, got it.
Like, there ain't one. I had this conversation with Mel. We literally searched tan gingers and they don't exist. What does exist, though, is really dodgy edited celebs. You have to do tan male ginger. Really dodgily edited.
Boy.
That ain't real.
That is real.
That ain't real.
No, she's not ginger.
No, you don't see them. They don't tan. It's not a thing. I didn't tan. I didn't burn. I'll take it. Anyway, we didn't go to the beach much, but we didn't go to the beach much until the last day, the second last day. On the Friday, they were like, we just want to go sit at the beach. And Jack, I need you to focus.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by the ass crack.
I need you to stay with me here. So we went to the beach, and I don't call back to what you said earlier about not being able to swim. I didn't want to go into the sea because I can't swim. So I was like, I'll just sit, I'll mind the tiles, and I'll just stick my feet in and listen to the music, and it'll be sweet. So Connor's like kind of being like, oh, don't be a pussy, get in the water and stuff. I'm like, I'm really not asked. I'll just sit, listen to music. And there was like rocks, like almost like volcanic rocks that were like in the water for some reason. And they were just kind of like, they were taking the piss and like obviously like grabbing them and like throwing them, like just throwing rocks, being mad
at each other.
Yeah, just that. Well, pretty much.
Nice.
They were just throwing rocks and having a goof and just kind of swimming in the water. And I'm sitting there watching them like, you kids having fun? I'm sitting like the mum with all the tiles, like, you guys having fun? And then the next thing, I just hear this guy come up behind me and he's like, hello? First person to speak, like, well, a lot of people did speak English, but very little English. And it was mostly young ones. So obviously they're learning it in school or whatever.
It's
English. So this kid is behind me and I'm just sitting there and he scares the shit out of me. I wasn't ready for anyone coming up. So I yapped him. And he made me jump, he spooked me and I was like, oh, hello. And he was about 14.
And then you punched him in the nose.
He was about 14. He was a young kid.
You can't punch 14-year-olds in the nose.
You can't punch you can punch 14-year-olds, but you can't punch a 14 Italian boy
in the nose. So
he started talking to me and I could see he was with his family and his family like kind of, I looked back and his family all went and I was like, what's up then? And he was like,
can you explain for the listeners?
Oh, they were giving
what you're doing?
They were giving a wave. They were waving and I was like, oh, what's like, well, how you going? What's happening?
How you going?
Yeah, but I didn't think he was going to speak to me, and he sat beside me, and I was like, right, I'll speak to the kid. And I was like, oh, you alright? And he's like, yeah, whereabouts you from? This is all really broken English. Whereabouts you from? I was like, Ireland. He was like, oh, I want to go to Ireland one day myself. But at the minute I stay here and I travel later. And I was like, fair enough, that's cool. He's like, what is that your family? Like, in the water? I was like, friends, just friends. Not family, just friends. Never called his name, so we'll call him Rico. So Rico's like, is that your family? I was like, no, just friends and stuff. And they're like, they're swimming in the water. I was like,
Rico sounds a bit Mexican.
Well, I got like, he's like, there's Rico is, I later found out he was Mexican.
Muchacho!
They're swimming in the water! No. He's like, they're swimming in the water. And I was like just, alright, we can, for this scene, you can imagine he's Mexican. They're swimming in the water. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, I was like, he's not going in the water. Like, I was like, normally we would, but water dirty today. And I was like, all right, okay, fair enough. Didn't really,
because the Irish, they are in the water. No. They make the dirty.
As you can see, there is Irish in the water, therefore the water is dirty. No, he was like, water very dirty, not clean. And I was kind of like, didn't really think much of it. I was like, right, okay. And he, like, I also realised that there was a few people in the water, but there wasn't many. Most people were at the beach, like just sitting at it, and that was a bit weird. So
alarm bells were ringing.
Yeah. But I didn't give a shit. I was sitting there. So right away, as he's saying about it's weird, before I could even question anything else and be like, what do you mean? He's just like, what football team do you support? And I was like, change the subject. I was like, Liverpool. And he's like, me, Juventus. And I was like, oh, someone has to. And then he didn't pick up on that. He's like, sorry. And I was like, that doesn't matter. And then he's like, anyway, I'll go back to my family now. Goodbye. And he like waved. Ciao. And he waved and walked away with his family. And I was kind of sitting there being like, dirty water? I was like, whatever. Fast forward. So we're out of the water. I was getting really red, and I was like, I'm going to burn on the last day. I was going to be fuming if I got burnt on the last day before I came back. I'd have been raging. So it's like, right, I'm going to go back to went back to a bar, in quotations, because a bar doesn't fucking exist. I had a bottle of Messina. That's all I drank. Made my poo black. So I had Messina, and then went back up to the apartment, and we just chilled.
No, what even is Messina? Is it like
it's
a
beer.
lager?
It's just a beer. It's manufactured in Heineken by like the Heineken factory. So
Where does making your poos black then?
I don't think I think it's the food that makes your poo black, but that's a story for another time. This is stick to the story for now. So I went back up to the apartment, and the place we were staying, Peppino, that's what you called the guy. Peppino owned the whole place, and his son came over roughly the same time as us. So he's a rich boy. He's a wealthy boy. He's a wealthy Italian boy, and his son just came back. His son lives in Denmark, but his son comes for 10 days a year, and his son was staying upstairs, like up in another apartment. Like it was 3 apartments, and he's staying upstairs where there's no air conditioning. So the poor man was probably sweating his whole off every night. It was just too warm. So he came down.
Mucho caliente.
He was basically waiting for us to leave, like with being nice about it. He was like, when are you guys gonna go? So he came down. This is about 10 o'clock at night. He came down and was like, he was heading to a party, but he thought he'd stop in to find out when we were leaving the next day. And then they were talking about how they went to the beach, and he was like, oh, the beach, yeah. And he was like, yeah, the one just, he's like, which one? He was like, oh, the one just 5 minutes down the road. And he went, and he's like, no. And it was like, he was like, no, not that beach. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, no, that's dirty. And I was like, oh, that's the thing said. And he's like, yeah, what was it though? He's like, that was poop. I was like, what? And he was like, poop. It was poop in the water today. They were saying poop was in the water. And then the guy, Corn, who was throwing the rocks and stuff, was like, what do you mean there was poo? Like, there wasn't poo. And then he showed the photos of the rocks, and it turns out the rocks was the shit.
Oh no!
So the whole time they were picking
they were
up,
throwing
they were throwing shit. They were throwing throwing shit in people's directions.
Oh no!
So let's set the scene. Let's set the scene. Let's set the scene for Rico.
I don't like this story anymore.
Let's set the scene for Rico and the family who were watching these Irish people.
These Irish people, they dirty, mama, they dirty.
Throwing shit in the water, just throwing it at each other, picking it up and like being like taking photos. So it turns out they were swimming in, like they were like, no, it couldn't have been, and he was like, no, it was poop. He was like, it was poop, and immediately one of the guys, Jared, just looked up and like was like. And went to go shower immediately. Like they all just basically jumped in the shower, and I was pissing myself because I was like, and there's me being, these were all like, oh, come on in the water, floating in shit. Come on in the water. It's fine in here. It's grand. But yeah, that's a story about how they were swimming in shit. It's a funny story.
Nice.
I laughed a lot. Yeah, you're welcome.
Speaking of swimming in shit, big Boris Johnson is peeing. Big Prime Minister. That's not good. I don't like it.
Well, I don't know much about politics, but I know Boris Johnson's not a good man.
He's a big, goofy, racist, homophobic.
Goofy racist.
Well, we all know Goofy was a racist. He's a big, goofy, racist, homophobic, not nice. And I don't like it. And I want him.
Who would you have as
I want him to leave.
Who would you have as Prime Minister?
Me.
Fair enough.
I think I'd do good things.
I mean, I don't have a say for politics. Like
neither do I, but I'd rather not be absolutely fucked.
Yeah. Well, we got our own Trump.
What sort of world do we live in where people like Donald Trump and Boris Johnson are allowed to be in charge?
Oh well, it's
we're so fucked.
It'll be fine.
Okay, leading off with politics.
Yeah.
So there's something that came out very recently about a certain Peppa Pig and certain dimensions of Peppa Pig.
So I heard the news.
This bitch 7'1". This bitch 7'1".
This news reached over all the way to Italy, and I found out about it.
Oh, that's scary shit.
7 foot Peppa Pig. 7'1", sorry. Every inch counts. Yeah.
Is this bitch not taller than fucking
Any person
Big
ever?
Shaq?
Yeah.
Shaq? The big man himself, Peppa Pig, is... Oh. The camera did a thing.
Oh no, you gotta record, baby. And now we're going. It must have just
still
stopped.
recording.
You're all good.
Big Big Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq! I don't know if it cut out before I did that.
I don't know if that is legit. How did that come out?
I think if you type it in Google...
Yeah, if you Google how tall he is, yeah, I know it pops up.
He?
But I think it's just bullshit.
Pepe Pig.
Peppermint. Yeah, it's alright, it's a height.
It's
Yeah.
on the damn news.
Damn. Oh.
Shaq!
Goddamn Shaq. Yeah, 7'1".
That's scary.
It's the same height as Shaq. So they're actually the same height.
Oh no.
I don't think it's legit. I think someone just went into the...
I don't know. Right, let's see what YouTube has to say.
That's the mirror.
Oh well, let's see.
Mum's freaked out by Peppa Pig's race.
Ah!
Peppa Pig.
Oh.
Oink oink. Anyway. Yeah, he's a tall boy. But
Apparently
is it-
Peppa Pig will knock you out.
He'll knock me out?
You.
Me?
You specifically.
Hmm.
We are going to the zoo. We're playing a tune and we're singing a song with a bing and a bong and a bing. Bong bing blue, bing bong bing, bing bong bingly bongly boo. Bing bong bing.
Just how the Italians spoke.
We're all going to the zoo.
They do talk with their hands.
Bing bong.
This is the zoo stop.
Ah, that's enough of you.
So a big thing happened for me 2 weeks ago.
Man's officially 1 year older.
Ooh, baby, yeah, baby is 1 year older.
21.
21.
I'm 21 years old, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm 21 now. I can go to America and drink alcohol.
Blow out the candles, baby.
Oh, you missed one.
Happy birthday to me. Blow out the candle. Here comes the cake. Here comes. Make a wish. Whoa. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oh no, I spat in the cake. Oh no, there's saliva on the cake.
Baby boy, why don't you tell me what your wish was?
Why are they all looking at me and singing? I don't know. Why are you?
Anyway, yeah, I was 21. I was, I'm not 21. I'm not 21 and 2 weeks old, so.
Maybe you should go to America and start drinking there.
Well, you know what, Jack? Maybe I will. I will.
Why don't you just...
Why don't you just
do it then?
Why don't you just take yourself to America?
Why don't you go to America and start drinking there?
Oh, it's too warm.
Why don't you just take yourself to... Why don't you get on a plane, pack your bags, go to America.
Well, she's a recording boy, so...
Take yourself to America, and why don't you drink some goddamn alcohol? Hey, why don't you buy a gun while you're at it?
Sorry, can you keep it down? My mum's trying to sleep upstairs.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Oh.
I was on a volcano for my birthday. Yeah. I was on a place called Maidetna.
My dad now.
Yeah.
That's what a place called My Dad Now.
Yeah, I got off the bus.
Why are we playing back on stuff? What's going on?
I literally was so confused. Met up for those ones for drinks and told them, and they were like,
Please. I was on a volcano, which...
John.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. I know it's funny.
Dynamic start to the podcast.
I was on a...
Yeah, my
I was-
the fucking space bar. To pause it, and then you hit the space bar yourself to replay it.
I was on a volcano. That was cool.
Did you jump in?
Mm.
Why not jump in? Swim around.
Get cozy.
It's like a nice warm bath.
It's like a hot tub, which is really hot, and extra the tub.
Red hot.
So it was still technically an active volcano, as I found out, because the next day
It erupted.
it erupted. The volcano erupted.
The volcano erupted.
And it was very scary. Although I wasn't there, so it wasn't really a problem to me. I was fine. But it was just like shit. If we had been there one day later, the volcano would have...
You would have been titty bread.
No, I would have been fine.
You would have been...
I'm fireproof.
Need.
I'm fireproof. I can take fire.
When did you first find out that you're fireproof?
I was 6, and the house was on fire.
Okay.
But I was okay. Don't you play any dramatic music? Get away. And that's... I was 6 years old, and I smelled toast, and I was like, no, I can't be having a stroke, I'm 6. It was just my brother who was making some toast, and the next thing, the bread had popped out. But the bread was on fire, and it hit a wall, and the wall caught fire, and everything else caught fire, and the house caught fire, and I caught fire. But I was okay, I just brushed it off, and now I'm fireproof.
You brushed the fire off?
Yeah. You just dust yourself off. Hey, that's not meant to be there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh my god. But yeah. There's so many things that happened in Italy.
Oh, it's too warm!
There's so many things that happened. But I can't go into right now because it's not all. I'm not settled properly, you know. I got stories, but I'll tell them another time.
Too much sweat.
Dude, it's warm. I know. I understand. Anyway, actually, I've got one thing I really do need to talk about.
Can I say one thing first?
It's so warm. Why is it so warm?
Is what you said whenever you jumped in the volcano.
I gotta leave, Jack. Let's just get naked. Let's just get naked.
Oh,
It's too warm. Please don't do the rest of the podcast.
everyone can see my hairy nips.
There's the thumbnail. Oh. Put your goddamn top on. Yes, what was the one thing you wanted to tell me?
I just want to throw a quick thing out there, and I hope you agree. I hate it when my dad calls me. But for a specific reason.
I hate it when Dad calls. My phone's ringing. My phone's ringing.
Not. Have to say, not. Not all the time. I don't hate it whenever. I don't hate it
I do.
every all time and the phone.
Why does your dad
It's whenever our phone conversations last 2 minutes.
Is it something stupid that you could have texted?
Exactly.
Okay.
Why
I
phone
don't
me
get-
whenever a fucking text conversation would be quicker and easier, and I could do other things? Dad, I hope you're listening.
That's your dad. Give us a phone call. Yeah, I don't get that.
Why am I so hyper?
I don't get that.
Yeah, it annoys me very much.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It very much annoys me.
But I can understand where you're coming from. I hate your messages.
Oh no, it won't stop. I took it too far.
Hey, dude. Is it Dad?
Hello?
Maybe you should put that bad boy on speaker.
It's your dad.
Yeah.
You take the bin out?
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
What fucking weird ass noise was that?
We went up to the upside down.
What the fuck was that?
Anyway, was that your rant about your dad?
Yeah, I don't like whenever he calls me.
I hate it when Daddy calls me. I don't like it when Dad calls.
Fuck off, Dad!
Oh.
Oh, the audio is going to be peaking so much because I've shouted too much in this episode.
Anyway, there is one story I do want to talk about.
Go for it, BB
So,
boy.
The man I referred to earlier, Pinot. Like the wine.
That's Vino.
Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio is what I meant to say. Pinot
You said it
Grigio.
with such confidence. Pinot Grigio.
Pinot
Oh,
Grigio.
anytime anybody asks for a Pinot Grigio, I'm working.
I think you find it. Pinot Grigio.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you mean
I'm actually
Pinot
sweating.
Grigio.
I'm actually sweating.
Same.
Right.
I'm
So I think it was it was a day while I was in Italy. Pino wanted to take us out.
I'm listening.
Wanted to take us out for dinner. He was like, "Look, it's basically the least I can do. I've booked us a restaurant. We're gonna go and we're gonna have a good time." And he brought his uncle or another relative, who was called Mimo. Pimo and Mimo. That was it.
Pinot Grigio, Mimo.
Pinot Grigio, and let's not forget Mimo. Finding Mimo. So basically, we went to the restaurant. He brought his 2 grandkids as well. Brought them, and we went to this restaurant. And I've never been in an Italian restaurant, so I was excited. Naturally, I was excited. It was up in the hills.
Excited.
It was up in the hills. I got a sneeze. And here we go again. God fucking damn.
If you're gonna sneeze, you have to do it into the mic.
Whoa! I seen things that I shouldn't have seen. I've seen things that I shouldn't have seen. I went forward in time. Oh, dude. Oh. Anyway, I was Fuck.
Trying to console yourself.
Sorry.
Continue with the story.
So warm.
Everybody wants to hear.
We got food. It was up in the Highlands. There was goat. There was just a couple of goats. And oh god. You ever been to Italy?
Yes.
You have?
On a skiing trip.
Did you go for food? Did you go to a restaurant?
No, only the restaurant in the wee hostel that we were in.
Okay. So
I think.
we sat down in the restaurant. We sat at the table. We were basically there was only one other group of people in the restaurant. Whole empty place. It was like an outdoor. It was an outdoor-indoor.
Extravaganza.
It was like a big gazebo essentially, like a big gazebo inside. Like
Same shit in the saloon. We were
So-
in a outside inside
yeah.
part
Yeah.
of a restaurant
So
where we could smonk.
we were sitting, and the food came, and the first thing that came through was like these platters of just like different meats. So it was like ham, goat's cheese, regular cheese, just little things, appetizers for as a starter for everyone. But I wasn't sure if it was a starter or if this was the meal. Like I didn't really know because it was quite filling for it being just what it was.
Yeah.
Like with all the meats and stuff, I was like, that was actually like somewhat filling. And I turned to Connor. Connor was sitting beside me. Shout out to Connor one time. Connor was sitting beside me, and I was like, "Do you think that was it?" And he was like, "No, like that was just the starter. We'll get the starter, main, and dessert." I was like, "Cool, sweet, sounds good." So we get the food, and that was nice. There was 2 olives on top. I found out I didn't like olives.
Didn't like what?
Olives.
Oh,
I bit
olives.
into it and was like, not a fan.
Olives are not
It
good.
wasn't great. But I was sitting beside Pinot, and Pinot was very much
Pinot
like,
Grigio?
Pinot Grigio was very much like, insistent, like eat, what do you think and stuff like that. And it's like, yep, cool. And then the next dish comes, and the next dish was macaroni.
Macaron.
Was macaron and pasta basically, and fucking hell, it was great. It was like eating spaghetti hoops. Tasted class. That's what I said that.
I miss spaghetti hoops.
I said when I was eating this, like, this is like eating spaghetti hoops, but Pino didn't know what I was on about. But I was like, yeah, this is like spaghetti hoops.
Come on, Pinot.
It was a really nice dish, like really, really nice. So I was like, yes, that was delish. Ready for dessert. What's dessert gonna be? But oh no, oh how wrong I
Oh
was.
dear.
I'm sitting there, and the next thing, salad comes through, and
Salad Comes Through is my favourite Mac DeMarco song.
yes, salad comes through, onions come through, and they get set down. I'm like, oh, here, there's more. And then the next thing, these 2 big plates of just goat, like the pack just gets
Live
set down.
goats.
Live goat, baby goats. No, there was. Don't play cow sounds. So
You need to set the scene.
I hate it so much. So
Cows mooing loudly. Here's what the moos mean. What's the name of the video?
there was goat came through, and it was really nice. But I was like full. I was like, I already had the meats. I've already had the spaghettis, and I've had this. And then I finish it, and I'm like, yeah, alright, really stuffed. Pina was like, good, it's good. I was like, yeah, it's good. And then another platter comes in, and I'm like, you're taking the piss. Like, we all like looked at each other like, what's going on? And it was like sausages and like all stuff packed up and
And
laid
then you're
down.
just like,
And
no!
I literally
Stop!
I literally go to Pino. I was like, he didn't speak much English. I was like very full. Like I've been like very full, like talking to a child. Very full. I can't eat much more. And he was like, you try. And I was like, I don't think I can do much more. And he just starts cutting and he puts it on my plate, and I'm like, very full, Pino, please. Like I'm close to tears at this point. I'm like, I'm literally gonna be sick. I can't like it.
Pino, please.
Everyone was like, all the Italians were fine. They were eating away. They're probably used to it. But for us, we were all like, this is too much food. It's really just one big humble brag. Now that I say it out loud, I'm like, oh, there was too much. We were just, we were spoiled for choice. But then dessert comes through. I'm like, dude, this is mental. It was just ice cream, but it was just, that was like what, 5 courses.
Yeah.
I was like, this is just too much food. Like,
Was 5 courses like normal in
And-
Italy?
I don't
Or even
know, but
that
that's
far?
why I was asking have you been, because that was the only restaurant
Yeah.
traditional restaurant that we went to. So he also started laughing, and I was like, why is he laughing? And he was laughing at me, and I was like, why are you laughing? And he's like, you're like traditional Irishman. And I was like, what does that mean? And he's like,
Dirty.
ginger, pale, and small, like leprechaun. I was like, that's rude. That's just rude.
That's racist.
And he was like, can you drink like an Irishman? And I was like, put me to the challenge. And I was drinking wine this whole time we were sitting here.
Do you like wine?
I like wine. I'm a red wine boy. Yeah, red wine.
I cannot stand wine.
I like wine. Red wine, not white wine. Anyway,
I don't like the Pinot Grigio.
Not a fan of the old Pinot Grigio. Remember when he sang that song? Forget you. So anyway, we were drinking wine, and we finished two full bottles of it, and he was like, me and him were basically the only ones drinking. Alright, we get the point. And he was like, you don't drink a lot. And I had 4 glasses. He was like, you don't drink a lot. And I was like, no, like I do. And he was like, there's not much left. And he was like, I normally drink a litre a day. And he was driving, by the way. He was driving. Fucking how I
A
was
litre
driving.
of alcohol a day?
Yeah, he's like, I normally drink a litre of wine a day. And
That seems unhealthy.
I was like, right. And he was like, we're all out of wine, so I can't drink anymore. And he just goes like, puts his arm up and gets more. And then basically I have to, with the help of Connor, who does not like red wine, he was being nice for me and helping me drink it, because he was like, Pino was literally
What a nice boy.
he was watching me like drink all the time. I was like, what is going on? I felt so like weird. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to share my food experience. That's
Nice.
yeah. That's it.
Would you say the food was a nightmarish experience?
It was nice, but it was never ending, and it felt like I was in hell.
Would you say it was a
I would say-
nightmarish experience?
I'd say it was like I was in hell. Yes, a nightmarish experience.
Let's talk about nightmares. And there's actually one, well, 2 specific things I want to talk about. First, have you ever lucid dreamt?
Once.
Oh, tell me about it, baby.
So, basically, funny, I was talking about this in Italy. And
I was
talking
also
about
talking
nightmares.
about this the other day, so that's what I put it in my notes, because I want to have a further conversation about it.
So, first things you should know, number one thing before I talk about lucid dreaming, is I get sleep paralysis quite a lot. I haven't had it in about a month, but
That's the second thing I want to talk about.
well, I'll come back to that then. But
We can talk about it now if you want.
I'll talk about my lucid dream. I lucid dreamed, probably dreamt about half a year ago, and it was the most bizarre dream. Basically, all the dream, I was born as fuck. All the dream was I kept dropping into rooms.
Oh.
So from the ceiling down, through the floor, into another room, through the floor, into another room.
Oh, so it was like a continuous
Fall.
thing.
But it was all rooms that had meaning. So Jules' Den was one of the rooms.
Oh.
My grand's, the house that I stayed at in my grand's, like the room in there was one of the rooms. My mum's place was one of the rooms. My dad's place was one of the rooms. Just places. I think even Connor's place was one of the rooms. Just kept going.
It's my
But it was
place, one of the rooms.
Huh?
It's my place, one of the rooms.
No, because I hadn't been here until it. So it was like 10 different.
Okay, I don't like this story anymore. I'm not involved.
It was like 10 rooms, but it was cycled through, and it just kept happening again. And it went on, and it felt like I genuinely felt like I was being lifted and moving about. And it happened so many times where I was literally like, I literally said how bored I was to myself. I'm like, this is so bored. And then I was like, this is obviously a dream. And I just caught on that I was dreaming, and then just started like flying about, and that was it. Didn't do anything exciting. Just knew I was dreaming, and was like, yeah, I lucid dreamed.
Fair enough.
But yeah, go
Is that
on.
the only lucid
That's
dream?
the only ever time I've lucid dreamed. I've had multiple sleep paralysis, but not lucid dreamt.
What do you see during your sleep paralysis?
Well, you could talk about whatever you want to lucid dream.
oh, that's an ad.
What's your lucid dream? Or why do you want to talk about it? Did you just have one?
Well, I haven't had a lucid dream recently.
I want to say that my
but
dad thinks that they're fake and they're not real. He's wrong.
I've actually had a bit of a recurring dream recently. I wouldn't say it's a nightmare. So basically, what the dream is that I always dream that I'm in the National.
That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like
no,
a goddamn
but listen to
nightmare.
it. Like, I'm not working there, I'm just there. But it's the National, but it's like a castle, sort of. Like... like a really like old-timey castle.
The castle.
In fact, best way I could describe it as it looked like, you know, candle wax whenever it's all like dripping and shit. The walls looked like drippy candle wax.
Okay.
And everything, like the walls and everything were black. I was still having a nice time, drinking beer and having fun with friends. But the weird thing is, I don't remember who's in the dream. I've had this dream like 6 times in the past 2 weeks. I don't know who I'm with. But I'm like really friendly with these people.
You don't see their faces?
Nope.
So there's just floating pints, or are you
No,
just...
like in the dream. Like, you know the way shit happens in dreams. And in the dream you don't really fucking think any of it. And then you wake up and it's like, why the fuck did that even happen?
Yeah.
Like in the dream it makes perfect sense. It's sort of like one of those situations where in the dream I felt like these were all like my best friends around me. We're having laughs and giggles and shit. But I don't know who any of these people are. It's weird.
Damn, dude.
I've also had sleep paralysis.
Okay. Well, this will be interesting to compare and see.
Whenever I was a young boy.
Oh, you haven't had it recently?
No.
I've had it. I had it really bad.
Actually, I have had it recently. Ish.
Well, I sleepwalked about 6 months ago as well. I don't know if you ever even heard that story. I sleepwalked.
Might have.
And that was when my dad was finally like, because I was talking about like having sleep paralysis and stuff, and
It's too loud.
I was talking about having sleep paralysis and stuff, and then when I sleepwalked, they like my stepmom and stuff didn't really buy it, and then when I sleepwalked, they looked up, they were up sleepwalking, and they seen the links were sleep paralysis, and I was just kind of like, but I haven't had it in about a month and
That's
a half.
not wood.
Well, I'm touching it. I'm touching it. Yeah, as far as what I've seen, it's just been... Well, what did you see as a kid? I've seen multiple different things. Mine's all been different. With two being
I've
the same.
only had sleep paralysis one time.
Was it a figure or was it...
Yes. It was actually 2 figures.
Oh, 2? You got 2? I've only ever had one.
There's the first one. I sort of like woke up and looked at the end of my bed, and there was like a black silhouette.
Stop it.
There's a black silhouette. It's getting to the climax of the story.
It's getting so loud. It's so loud. That's just gonna overpower that. I don't know. Right.
Whenever I turn it down, the actual thing is going up, so it just sort of cancels each other out. Here we go. Yeah, there's a figure, like a black silhouetted figure at the end of my bed, just sitting there, looking at me.
Yeah.
But it didn't have like a face or anything, it was just looking at me, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Then I looked down, and obviously I got a sofa in my room, and there was somebody else sitting on the sofa. And then it was like that for about 5 minutes, and then I could start to move, but I was still like seeing this shit. Whenever I started to move, I was like, "Oh no, I shouldn't be able to move in a lucid dream or in sleep paralysis."
Oh, so you knew it was sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
What made you know?
So why would there be people in my room? And I've heard that
Most
like,
people,
you're like rigid.
You
like,
are
you
rigid,
can't
but
move.
most people would, especially if it being your first time, you would just assume there are people in
No,
your room.
but I'd heard about it before, and I'd heard like you literally cannot fucking move, and I couldn't move, so it was like, oh fuck, this must be sleep paralysis. And
That's
then
not where my head was at
and
the
then
first
I
time.
could start to move, and I was like, oh no, it's just real. And then whenever I started to like move to get out, like I was moving really slowly and started to get out of bed, and the figure started coming towards me, and I was like, oh no.
They moved.
Back.
I
And then I back to sleep.
yeah. Well, I
Could have been Dementors.
could have been to mentors. I've had it on several occasions, and the things that I've seen an ogre who was sitting on my chest. It wasn't Shrek.
Whoa.
No! It wasn't even recorded! So for the listeners, Jack just spat his drink out everywhere, and now he's all wet. So I seen an ogre who was sitting on my chest, and then he was like, like, are you good? You sure you're okay?
I need a tissue. Oh, literal fucking tears.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I wasted the rest of my drink. Oh.
I mean, you could have just asked me to pass you a tissue.
I want to get it myself. I wanted to clean up my own mess like a big boy. Oh, get off.
Oh man.
Get out.
So, I've seen an ogre.
This is really emotional about this story.
I like a little goblin ogre thing that's sitting on my chest. I've had someone floating above me with
Just
hair
to
dangling.
confirm, not Shrek.
Not Shrek. I've if anything, it's a scary Shrek.
She said ogre, my immediately about Shrek.
I figured that. I've had a woman floating above me with like the hair coming down and stuff. I've had a figure at my door that's just sitting there, and I've had a woman sitting on the edge of my bed laughing at me.
Why was she laughing?
Thanks, Mom. No, I don't know why she's laughing. She's just cackling like a witch, and then
This is Crazy Catherine.
crazy Catherine. That's it.
I'm all wet.
That was brilliant. I'm really sad that wasn't recording for that whole last bit. It might have been, but probably not. Let's get out of that zone for a while. Yeah. That's my sleep process story. You got anything else you gotta say? Word more. I mean, I've got more to say, but I'll hold off for next week because it's nothing urgent.
Well, one thing we talk about is, have you seen the first Zombieland?
Yes.
So the second
I liked it
trailer,
a lot.
or the
I
trailer
liked
for the
first
second one.
I liked the first one a
Was
lot.
out.
I've seen the trailer.
What do you think?
I'm not keen.
Serious?
I'm not keen. I know a lot of people were surprised when I said that. I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna see it, but I just feel like it didn't need to happen, especially when it was 10 years ago. Like, if you're gonna do a sequel, do it when you were initially supposed to instead of like I feel like it's not relevant anymore. Like
I think it'd be cool.
it could be, but I was just
Just a lot of people would have forgotten about it.
from the trailer. I was just like, it looks okay, but I don't know if I'm actually like that excited for it. Like, I was really excited for it when I heard it got confirmed.
Yeah.
And then I watched the trailer, like I say, but like you say, it could be good. I'll still see it, and I hope it's good. I hope it's not shit.
Oh, one more thing that I want to talk about is fuck you, iTunes.
Yeah.
iTunes, big bell-end bastards. We've tried about 6 times.
You've tried it 6 times.
I've tried 6 times to get it on iTunes, and it's all good apart from the cover art, which doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, I just want to say a quick fuck you to iTunes.
We'll get it working. Eventually. We'll keep trying.
No, I'm
You calling it?
done.
Then I'll try it. I'll actually take the time out and have a go.
Okay.
At least I'll send you the cover art on Photoshop and see if that helps.
Okay. Yeah, I think that may be it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Call
I'm
it.
spent. This has been such a hyper weird episode.
Yeah.
Jack spat out drink. We sweated. Jack took his top off. We sweated some more. Jack spat out his drink.
That brought me right back down.
Yeah.
And now I can't boy again.
Yeah. I'm done. Good night.
Plug.
Oh yeah. You can follow me on Instagram at. Excuse me.
Was it a child or a cat?
At RealJoshyT. I think that's my Instagram. I'm actually forgotten what my Instagram is.
Yes, it's really Joshy.
RealJoshyT on Instagram. You can follow me at Twitter at Josh Thomas. And you can follow us on YouTube, Documented Bits, Twitter at Documented Bits, Instagram at Documented Bits, SoundCloud Documented Bits, and maybe iTunes.
MySpace Documented Bits.
MySpace Bebo Documented Bits, and Lincoln Documented Bits. Thank you very much. And then Jack, any plugs?
My
Any plugs?
Bang! Hit it, Joe!
Yes, I have my Instagram at the old beardo. I have my other Instagram at Moon Productions, 2 zeros instead of the O's, and my YouTube Moon Productions, 2 O's instead of zeros. And yes, that I believe is that.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go for it.
It's nice to be back.
It's nice to have you back.
A whole new world. Let's wish the podcast come in
Your hands
close.
are very sweaty.
Come in close. Let's wish the viewers and listeners a nice day. Jesus, if you're listening. Amen.
Can't wait for your birthday 2 days before mine.
Have a nice birthday. Blow out the candles.
Happy half birthday, Jesus.